Today I fucked up by having my boyfriend finish inside of me. Buckle up, there's a lot to this story than just the expected. So my boyfriend and I are currently LDR and I visited him for a week in early August. Well, when we were doing some not safe for work stuff we thought why not try finishing inside since we both found that hot and thought I could just take plan B after. Yeah I know that was absolutely stupid from the get-go, but our emotions were running high and took the risk. Well, you can guess now that the plan B failed and I got pregnant. I figured this out about 2 weeks after the trip because I missed my period. I took a few pregnancy tests that all came out positive. I was panicking a bit, but since he and I both don't want children, I knew that I'd just have to go in ASAP and get the pregnancy terminated, or so I thought. A day before I was going to go in for an abortion, I started bleeding a lot and had some back cramps. So obviously I'm like, what the fuck, did I just have a miscarriage? I left it for the day to see if things would progressively better, but I'd bleed more and more and more over the hours and the pain became searing on my left side that I had to be rushed to the ER around 8 p.m. late August. Turns out my pregnancy was ectopic and there was a bunch of fluid and blood filling up in my left fallopian tube. Luckily, no rupture, but that was some of the worst pain I've been in my entire life. I was almost rushed into surgery, but I quickly recovered and they said I could instead take a shot of methotrexate and they'd take my blood weekly for a month to monitor my pregnancy hormones going down. Everything after that was going fine besides the obvious fatigue from the shot and the bleeding for a week. I thought I was finally better and I could move past this situation. Nope, not done. A week ago I started getting brown spotting and was like, is this normal? My body still thinks I'm pregnant, I shouldn't be bleeding. I left it for a few days, but the bleeding was increasing by the day. About 4 days ago I woke up with intense pain in my pelvis. I was hunched over all day and couldn't eat much. I thought this would pass with some sleep, but because the pain was so intense I didn't sleep at all. The next day it got worse and more blood was coming out, now more red than brown. At this point I knew I'd have to go to the ER again since I couldn't sleep or eat much from the pain. I came into the ER at 2 a.m. on the 5th of this month and was told I had a lemon-sized blood clot right by my left fallopian tube where the ectopic was. Apparently after that ER visit I bruised there and a blood clot kept growing in that area. I also had minor sepsis too, so I was put on antibiotics and a bunch of IV fluids. My only choice at this point was to get a laparoscopy surgery where they'd remove the blood clot and just take the ectopic pregnancy out instead of waiting for my body to absorb it. I got into surgery around 6 p.m. on the 5th and woke up around 8 p.m. I was released at 9 p.m. and here I am today hobbling around and taking pain meds from a surgery I could have easily avoided if I didn't get ahead of myself in my kinks lol. Too long did not read. Boyfriend and I got too into it and risked finishing inside, which led to me having an ectopic pregnancy. A month later I ended up having a blood clot from the pregnancy that had to be surgically removed just yesterday. I thought it couldn't get any worse after the pregnancy, but, alas. The clot thickens. Speedy recovery. Glad you're okay, and good luck on the recovery. I might suggest a contraceptive going forward, though. Why not just finish inside your boyfriend instead of him finishing in you? Use your brain. Let this be a lesson, everyone. If you don't want to have kids and you're not on birth control, don't let your significant other cream pie ya. Plan B does not always work. My wife took Plan B and my kid is going to be 7. Safe to say you'll be carrying condoms in your purse now. Damn, that was intense. You got more you bargained for. I think I speak for everyone when I say, fucking hell, girl. Get on the pill or the implant.